Welcome, Rittner Middle School 8th grade families. So glad that you were able to click the link that brought you to our website so that you could join us virtually for our virtual learning night. If we were all together, we'd love to meet and greet all of you, but we are hoping that this is the next best thing. I am Dr. Brian Rich, and this is my 10th year at Rittner Middle School. I served 5 years as an assistant principal, and this is my 5th year as the head principal. So I'm so glad to be starting this year, if not with you and your students, but supporting you and your families. And you'll see through this slideshow, even though we're in a virtual environment, just how we're going to get that job done. As you can see, I've gathered some of my colleagues here, and I want to give you an opportunity to meet all of them at this time.
Hi families, my name is Alexander Terrence. I am one of the assistant principals at Rittner Middle School. I am in my 6th year in the district and my 3rd year in this role. So I'm excited to work with our returning 8th graders. I've been with you guys since 6th grade, but I'm not the only one working with your students this year. There's also my colleague, Alicia Collins.
Hi everyone, I'm looking forward to working with you this year as 8th grade families. This is my 3rd year at Rittner Middle School.
Hello, my name is Matthew Berry. I am a school counselor for Team 8A, and this is my 5th year at Rittner Middle School.
Hi, I'm Kim Sagahana, and at the risk of sounding old, this is my 19th year at Rittner Middle School, and I will be working with Team 8B this year, and I, along with Mr. Terrence, have been with these kids since 6th grade and so excited to be back with them.
And I am Jeremy Kane. This is my 1st year at Rittner Middle School, but I've been in the district for 5 years before this, 3 of the different elementary schools. So I'm familiar with quite a few of the students who are here. I'm going to be working mostly with the Rittner Virtual Academy students, 6th, 7th, and 8th grade this year.
A couple of our other colleagues that are listed on this slide. Mr. Nathan Dwyer is our new area coordinator supporting our students at Rittner Middle School, also works with many of our elementary school families. And Mr. Michael Thomas, or as the students affectionately refer to him here in the building as Mr. T, is back to reprise his role as family and student interventionist. So especially on a year that we're not able to meet and greet with all of you, it is very important that we get your feedback. As a federal Title I school, which we are, along with our other middle school, Hake Middle, it is incumbent on us to get feedback around the use of the federal funds that we are receiving. But as you click on this Title I survey, which is on a slide right below where you clicked on our website to watch this video, you click on that Title I survey, there's going to be information on how we use those funds and a survey that will allow us to gain information from you on a lot of different topics. We use that information to make decisions about the federal title funds and other issues that help us to improve this great school called Rittner Middle. So please reach out to us via this survey and give us feedback on how we're doing. What are we doing well? What could we do better? We always need that feedback to improve what we do so we can best reach and teach your students.
Okay, in a year that is anything but normal, hopefully you are starting to settle into your routines around our schedule. Just a quick reminder about a couple of differences this year. Mondays are shorter, your classes are shorter than the rest of the week, but you do see both of your encore classes. There's also a couple of breaks built in, one from 9 to 9:25, and you have an hour for lunch. So enjoy that. For the rest of the week, you will see all of your core classes, but then you will have an alternating schedule. On Tuesdays and Thursdays, you'll see your first encore, and on Wednesdays and Fridays, you'll see your second encore. Another difference this year, as opposed to other years, is that our Husky time, our first period of the day, we've added kind of a different title to it, which is intervention time. That is because we are doing a lot of different things around academic and behavioral supports for students during that time. It starts at 7:35 and it runs a little bit longer than it did in years past, but Like I said, we're doing a lot for kids in that time, and we're excited about what we're offering around academic and behavioral supports. The RVA does not have an intervention / Husky time built into their schedule, but they do have, each teacher at the RVA does have a caseload of kids that they work with to give a number of these supports to throughout the year.
We are once again using the ICU to support students' academic achievement this year. Returning families, you will remember some of this. New families, the thing that is important for you to know is that students always have the opportunity to make up assignments, often do test retakes, and make revisions to their work and resubmit that for a better grade. And the way that happens is when one of those three things happens, a student is missing an assignment, has testing retakes, or needs revisions, classroom teacher will place that assignment on the ICU list. Parents, you will receive texts and emails when items are placed on the ICU list. We have several supports in place to help students get those assignments completed, including their Husky time teacher, extra time in their classes. Once the student has taken care of an assignment that's on the ICU list, within 2 days, you will get an email from the teacher or from the system letting you know that that item has been removed from the ICU list and a revised grade or replacement grade has been placed in the grade book.
So we are very excited about working with your students and with our families this year as a school counseling staff. Mentioned before at the beginning of this presentation that as an 8th grade counselor, Mr. Barry here, I'll be working with team 8A, and Ms. Saga will be working with 8B, and then Mr. Kane works alongside us and supports all the activities we do in the school counseling staff here at Rittner Middle and also with RVA. One of the things that we really focus on is just how we really work together. And so one of the things that we really focus on is just the lessons. We provide monthly lessons in the classroom, and those lessons are focused around three main themes: academic, social emotional, and also college and career readiness. In the 8th grade year, we do spend a lot of time around college and career readiness. We want those 8th graders to begin to get prepared for the high school and start identifying kind of what their goals are and their ambition is as they go throughout high school. Additionally, those same themes kind of translate into the small groups that we offer students. We provide surveys for our students and really for your students and want to know, what is it that they want to talk about. Ms. Saga, Mr. Kane, and myself, we do a really good job of offering different opportunities for students, whether it's through lunch bunches during the day, small group activities. We want to make sure and meet any of those needs that students have. And speaking of needs, especially we provide individual counseling for students. So as students can come to us at any time. You can see on this illustration here, Ms. Saga and myself, we have a bit.ly link. Students can sign up and request to see us at any time. As parents, you can feel free to use that link also and sign up to talk with us too. We'd be more than happy to spend some time with you. We also have community resources. We have a youth in need counselor that we work with. Also, CHADS Coalition does some work with our students around bullying prevention and counseling. And then also preferred families. So we have really good resources around also providing additional needs to families and students. Our wellness team this year has continued to provide supports for families and students around providing home visits and a lot of phone calls. And so you'll see that come through our counseling department, and we're always available to meet you wherever you are. So that's something we'll continue to do throughout the year. Additionally, we love our partnerships with our families. Hopefully you were able to attend our first family chat with a school counselor in September. We're going to have another each month, one coming up in October, and we want you to be there. We're going to be talking about things that are going to be relevant for you as a parent, ways that you can support your students, and the ways that we can work together. speaking of that, the School Counseling Advisory Council is, we're going into our second year of having this as an opportunity for families. The purpose of that is to meet twice a year and to get some input from our parents regarding our school counseling goals, and to help us identify needs that may be best to support students and families, and even our teacher staff, and also celebrate successes throughout the year. Our first School Counseling Advisory Council meeting is going to happen on October 14th. If you are interested in participating in that, make sure to email either or contact me or Ms. Saga or Mr. Kane to let us know your name and your child and that you're interested in participating.
So in September, we just got done doing classroom lessons with all of the 8th grade students, where we went through the credit simulation program, where we are going to use our 8th grade year to simulate what it's like to gain credits at the high school. So some of the things that students, we're learning about, we're kind of figuring out what it would take to graduate by learning about credit requirements up at the high school, and also connecting, what they're doing now here in 8th grade and how that's going to be affecting them whenever they get up to high school. So we kind of talked them through, the graduation requirements. We talked to them about what a credit is, and why you need them to graduate. We, talked to them about how each course that meets every day for a whole year, you get 1 credit for that course. If it's a semester course, and you would get half a credit for each semester. And in order to receive credit, you need to earn at least a D or higher in order for that to count towards your graduation. In total, you need 24 credits in order to graduate. And so, we went through, how many classes are you taking every year? You're taking 7 classes each year at the high school. And so you need at least 24 credits. So you need at least 6 credits per year to graduate. And you have, 7 credits, that you have the opportunity to receive each year. We talked about how, using the credit wheel, it's not only important just that you get 24 credits, but they have to be in specific, subjects. So you'll need, your student is going to need 4 credits of English, 3 credits of science, math, and social studies. They'll need 1 credit of each of fine arts, PE, practical arts. They'll need a half credit of health, a half credit of personal finance, and then they have 7 credits of electives, where they get to have a little bit more choice to pursue some of the things that they are more interested in, to make sure that their high school experience really fits, what they are looking to do, once they get out of high school.
So what is our RMS credit simulation program? 8th grade students are going to be participating. They are now considered freshmen for our simulation. So each quarter, we have 4 quarters in the middle school. So we are going to treat each quarter as if they were a year of the high school. So in high school, there's freshman, sophomore, junior, and senior. So every student is beginning as freshmen, and to earn sophomore status, they must pass all of their classes first quarter. So as in high school, if you pass with a D or better, you can move on to the next level. So we emphasize to them that a D is not what we want to see, but it does pass the class. And then, so at the end of the quarter, if the students have reached that sophomore status, then we celebrate them and we recognize them. So if they come home saying that they're sophomores, you guys will know why. So we do this each quarter, and at the end of the year, if they have passed all classes the entire year, then they have successfully graduated from our credit simulation program. And that means we know that the habits that they're developing in middle school are going to carry over, and they will be successful in the high school. So we know sometimes we make mistakes and we mess up a little bit. So just like the high school has a credit recovery program, it looks different than what ours is, but for our purposes, If we have an oops in a class one quarter and they failed it, they would still be able to recover that credit. And how they do this is by earning a C or better in that same class the next quarter. So if your child failed math first quarter and then second quarter got a C in math or better, then they recovered that credit and they're still going to be on track to graduate from our credit recovery program. Now, unfortunately, if they fail any classes in fourth quarter, then that means that they will not successfully complete the program. So, talk to your student about this, talk to your student about earning credits, how important it is, because we know when they know how to do this, then we know when they get to that high school, they're going to be a lot more successful.
This ends our presentation at this time. This last slide shows everyone how to get in touch with us. I would again invite you, once you're done with this presentation, to click back on the survey, and keep in mind our website offers you opportunities to get in touch with anyone you need to. But these are the folks that you met today. We're here to serve you, and we'd love to connect with you to keep your kids connected in this virtual environment. And we cannot wait to meet you once we're ready for phase 2, which will hopefully be soon. Everybody take care, and we will talk with you soon.